Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to your favorite sports program on a Thursday night sports wrap. I'm Locke Sebastian, and together with me,
Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
Emmanuel Loblack.
Right, and as usual, we'll start with our prayer because we have to always put God first in everything we do.
Father, thank you for blessing us through the past week and into today. We say like the psalmist, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. We're grateful that you have taken us through our challenges. You have undertaken for us and provided for us. And tonight I ask, Lord, that you will undertake for the Sports Wrap program. You will cause the hosts, Father God, to be controlled, to be sober, to be balanced, but importantly, and Father, that they will provide knowledge and wisdom to their listeners. Wisdom, Father God, that you would have imparted unto them. I ask, Lord, that every subject that they delve into will be beneficial, not just to their discussion, but beneficial to the listeners. Bless the listeners and bless everyone involved in the program today, we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Where in Roseau, Kimatabis, you can just walk in and order all your chicken parts, wholesale, and even enjoy retail.
Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hand hath made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, Savior God, to thee. How great thou art,
How great.
and when I think that God, His Son, not sparing, sent Him to die, I scarce can take it in. That on the cross, my burden gladly buried, He bled and died to take away my sin.
Yes, how great thou art. Yes, tonight, though, we have a packed program as normally. We're going to be speaking to Job Joseph. Lobby, you were asking about boxing last week. We'll have the president right in studio with us. We'll speak to Abby Lawrence because the interesting developments in football. He'll tell us about it because last week I mentioned about, hold on, Lobby, about the secretary.
Yes.
We'll also have Fabian Flora with us, and we have to talk about cricket. Where Sydney last night was a disaster.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Sometimes I saw a guy play a shot last night. What's in name? Rutherford. And to me, I would have sent that guy home, right? Honestly, I would have sent that guy home. He looked like he don't give a damn, and he just say he gets himself out and say to hell with you guys. And I don't understand it, but we'll talk about that. So really, we have a good program. And tonight the big game in Trinidad, guys, at 8:00. Trinidad playing Jamaica. If Trinidad loses, they're out of the World Cup. If Jamaica wins, they're almost there because they will probably just need a draw against Curacao next week. Yeah, so the big game at 8:00. It will be on one of the Rush channels. So that is the game to watch tonight at 8:00. Trinidad against Jamaica. So yes,
Yes, Sebastian, and as Dr. Fountain is dear, Sebastian, it's something that is I don't think we ever talk about that, but something that was said by the Supremo that too much sports and music in schools. What's your take on that?
Well, when did you hear that? I don't know. When did you hear that, Lobby? Too much sports and music in school?
Yes, too much sports.
Too much sports? When? More seriously, when did that come up?
That was time ago.
I think he might have made the statement in connection with this when he was doing the school curriculum changes. I believe that's
yes.
And he said too much sports, but there's no sports in school. A lot of sports on the timetable have no sports.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact quote.
You serious? I didn't hear that. I under that shocking too much. I can say if you want to say about that CO business, but to say too much sports, nah, that's crazy.
But
in fact, I find they're not playing enough. In fact, some schools don't even take part in I take, for instance, Goodwill School, Grand Bay, as a field right there. 500-600 students, and they can't field a team in cricket.
It used to be that the schools were a lot more participatory.
Exactly.
I mean, there was rivalry, and so on. Always go back to the 70s. They would actually report the scores and so on in the newspaper.
It was big. Sports, our days at school, sports was big. In fact, Grammar School against Academy in a cricket match was something big. I mean, that was something else.
But even the primary schools.
Yes, true, exactly.
The primary schools used to take each other around the villages and go and cross and stuff. And
in fact, I remember I was from Collio, but my father was the principal in Colby Street. So I'm going to Colby Street School, and I think I was 12 men from Colby Street. And big rivalry Collio against Colby Street in those days. It was really something to behold, but now you don't even see that now.
Yes, and the kids are not encouraged to take part.
Yeah.
And actually, sports and music are the two things that can really help you in your academics.
Yeah,
I mean, more than anything, especially music. I mean,
Well, I'm shocked too. I never heard that, Lobby, because honestly, I don't listen to the thing with this guy at all, so I wouldn't know. But I went to get confirmed today, guys, and I confirmed today, and I went up there, and a lot of people, this thing, I'm wondering if anywhere in the Caribbean, they have that sort of thing. First of all, you go there. I know in Dominica, work starts at 8 of it. I went there, let's say 8:45, sitting there, nobody there. Then I see a big sign. They said at 9:30. So I said, since when people are starting work at 9:30? Anyway, the girl comes, then you're there. And not only that, the little cubicle that the sun is out and you people there in the sun. And then the enrollment officer has to sign the form, is not there. They have to be calling her. And this whole thing, honestly, is a problem.
Where you went?
By the Red Cross, Goodwill. So when I went there, that's why I voted ever since. So the girl asked me, I put on my address, I put Kenfield, so she's looking at me. I said, no. I'm not going to put anywhere I'm not living. Don't even waste your time to come and tell me to put where I voted long. No. All you must get all your act together. And they really need to get their act together because this is a problem. And Dr. Funke, I'm saying to you as the leader of the United Workers' Party, by now, caretakers of constituencies should be known And people must go to people and get the people confirmed, because a lot of people could end up being disenfranchised in that thing. And that is a headache.
Yes, but a big part of that is the fact that they have removed the birth certificates.
Well, that's what I'm
You know,
saying.
and well, I heard the Prime Minister today saying that he was not in favor. So,
But he can do something about it. If it
so yeah. Apparently, he's not happy that they did it. That the electoral office did it, according to him.
You're right, according to him. Yeah, you're right. According to him. Because, I doubt these guys could do things on their own. Because you see, it's supposed to be an independent body, but I doubt it's an independent body.
It backfired.
Lord of God, we're not hearing you.
Huh?
Go ahead, we're not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
No, yeah.
It's a little better.
You're a little better.
I'm saying now, Sebastian, do not forget, from day one it was said that the madness was used. So everything has been backfired. How could it?
Lobby, let's take this call. Hold on a minute. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, I heard somebody try to take you on yesterday or the day before on the radio.
I'm right at my school.
No, but not only what I was upset about, you didn't identify yourself. So the host of the program has no business calling your name on the radio. Nobody should call your name. I hear the person that interfered call your name. You did not identify yourself. So
I didn't hear he call my name.
Yeah, he called your name. He called your name.
First of all, I tell you, he's my friend because we work together in the service.
He called your name. He called your name.
And when he can call it if he wants, because people know my voice. Remember when he had education cooperatives of his education at a certain time, and he work in cooperatives. Anytime a person trying to get clarification, he jumping up.
I know.
But what I want to ask Dr. Fontaine, you have to do something for the people. You see that witnessing, that is foolishness. Dr. Fontaine, I'm going with my passport. You listen to me?
Yes.
My picture is on it. Whether I go to the passport or whatever I have, my picture is on it. Dr. Fontaine, I'm in front of you. You see my face. You see the picture on the ID. And you're telling me I have to go and get a witness to say, is me that dead, Dr. Fontaine?
Yeah, I've had problems with that.
That is foolishness.
Yeah.
When you go to the supermarket with your card and the cashier they say, give me your ID. What does the cashier do? They look at you, not so, Dr. Fontaine?
Yes.
They look at what you give them, and they look at your face. Because you're right there in front of them. You're telling me, a senior, I have to go all around to look for somebody there to come and say to me that they're foolishness.
Yes, I agree with you on that. And I think that was meant for the birth certificate part of it. And they just kept it and removed the birth certificate.
1 minute, Lobby. Let's take this call again. Good evening.
Yes, gentlemen, good evening. And how are you all?
Good evening.
When it comes to that confirmation thing there, I have had my problem and talking about it over and over again. 2 points. One, if I have a passport and my passport has not expired, I do not have to travel because you only need the new passport to travel. I do not have to travel to go and confirm or to even vote. Why must I get a new passport just to come and confirm? That's my first concern. My other concern is this. When the law was passed in Parliament on the 19th, you said that people could use their birth certificate. All of a sudden, 3 fellas in the
commission
just go and sleep and over that and just say we can use it again. I mean, Dr. Fontaine and them really have to pull their foot down, We can't allow those fellas to get away with this kind of nonsense. That's my view.
Yes, caller, we agree.
Another caller.
Yes.
Good evening.
Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
Remember, our Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit is an expert in throwing people under the bus. Remember what they did to Lauren Bannis?
Yes.
I was listening to
the
press conference.
They put on top the bus after. Anyway, go ahead.
I was listening to the press conference and he said he's not satisfied, he's not in favor at all of them not using the birth certificate and ask them to revisit it. He also said he's not satisfied with the chief election officer stopping the registration process because it's supposed to be ongoing. Now, what I believe, gentlemen, is that some influential persons spoke to him. As a caller said, those guys do nothing without consulting him. And the direction usually come from him. So some influential persons must have spoken to him. So he's now throwing Duncan Stowe and the lady under the bus and saying he's not satisfied. I don't believe so at all. I believe it was that directed from them. Let me give you all a scenario of what the last caller, the caller before the last about the ID. I went to the Royal Bank some time back when nobody to change 250 or 300 euros. I gave the lady my ID, and she told me, your ID is expired. I said, no, my ID is not expired. She told me, look, yes, your ID expired, whatever that is. I said, let me tell you something. My driver's license expired, but my ID cannot expire unless my future change. So I want you to change my money for me. She started getting, and I started making noise and talking louder, and people singing. Then she called her supervisor, and I told the supervisor the same thing, that my ID cannot expire unless my features change or something like that. My driver's license expired, but doesn't the face look like it? Then she told me, okay, in that case, since it's 300 euro, we'll change it for you. Because I gave a scenario. I told her, suppose I had broken it out, enter the bank. And during the police investigation, they found my ID. Would they say, oh, he's not a suspect because his ID, his driver's license has expired? And just the time she tell me, okay, I'll change it for you because it's $200. Nonsense about ID expire and correct me because I'm standing in front of you.
Which ID you have in your hand? Which ID were you using?
My driver's license.
Oh, your driver's license. Okay.
Well, that's what I used to do. The
police could tell me my driver's license expired if that hit me. Driving. But the person in the bank cannot tell me my ID expired. My driver's license expired, but my ID is still valid because it's looking like me.
I get
Gentlemen, good evening.
Yeah. But you know, going back to what the gentleman said, if the passport, he has a passport, he paid for it, why you want him to go and spend another $150, go through that problem?
And he's not traveling.
And you know, sometimes the people in there can deliberately hold back and make your passport take weeks and so on, you know. They can do that to make you wait and wait and wait. So, I mean, let's take this caller. Man. Good evening.
Hello, Sibo. Good night to you and your family.
Yes, good evening. How are you, man?
Good, and then your listeners at home and abroad. I just want to commend Fortrap for spending some time, I don't want to spend the whole night on that, but some time on the reform issue, on the constitution issue, because it's very important for the country. It's what they call one of the pillars of our democracy. And so I think we have all sectors in the society have to pay attention to this, because we need to stop playing games with our government, with our politics, with our governance. And I was very disappointed that the Prime Minister called a press conference, and you expected him in his press conference to have, discuss the issue, where it is, what they're doing, and where the lapses are, to correct it. The press conference was called mainly to criticize and kind of, if you like, put Dr. Thompson Fontaine in a bad light with the people of Dominica, and that's not good for our democracy.
Well, also, I just want to step in 1 minute. You never heard the term Kanawi pass the shot there, but I know. You ever heard that? Anyway, go ahead. What? You ever heard that term Kanawi pass the shot there, but I know. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes.
If you know what I mean.
Yes, if you call a press conference as head of government to discuss something, you want to discuss and educate the people, not to take swipe and to criticize other persons who are involved in the process. But I must say we have had a press conference with the party leaders, and we have been engaged with the media generally and the people of Dominica generally. We have been engaged. And then they recognize what we are saying, we are making sense, and what is indeed very, very important to the process. And therefore, I heard him mention that he's in disagreement with what the commission has done. So the commission itself has thrown itself under the bus and has thrown itself as an irresponsible group of people who are not administering their responsibility in a fair and balanced way. Thank you so much.
Before you go, God, well, I know the point. Yes. You didn't identify yourself, so I wouldn't call your I didn't call your name because people don't identify. All parties now opposed to that nonsense must go around and find people that are not and to find a way. There must be a way forward, because if not, people will not be on the list, and it will make bad matters worse. So I'm saying to you, you are part of a party. You all must do all what it is in different areas to make sure people find their name on the list. Please, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, we're doing that, and we're going to encourage that to be done. And thank you for the advice and support. I wanted to send you a video of your friend in St. Vincent, Dr. Shallow.
I've been in touch with every day. In fact, different guys, you know, all the guys, the cricket guys sending me stuff, and you know, it's very interesting. I sent them to Dr. Fontaine. I laugh every day, and it seems the man himself, the Sixer General, is under real pressure. And if he wins, it will be an upset. That's all I will say now. If he wins, it would be an upset, honestly.
But I'm telling you, I listened to him. He's a fantastic guy. He spoke very well. I mean, he articulated what he wanted to do for that area. And I've been following and it's first time I see a crowd like that in that particular area.
That part where he's going up, the guy for ULP only won by 1 vote, you know, the last election. He only,
Well, they had won it before. That's
the NDP, But the guy who won last election for Ralph only won by 1 vote. So that is why Shallow is an area where he can win, and probably will win.
Sure.
Right.
So I was listening to you, so you can see your friend.
Okay, all right, send it. All right, thanks. Next caller, good evening.
Yes, good evening to you, Sibo, and Dr. Fountain, and to LeBlanc.
Good evening, man. What's up?
I'm cool. I'm trying to figure, I'm trying to wrap my head in on it. Can the custom chief or the director of the hospital or a PS just pass an SRO? Who passes SRO and makes it legal? That's my question.
It has to go through the parliament. It has to go through the parliament.
So why he's saying that? Why is he saying that he was not happy with that SRO thing? You know, because it is a thing that
because you remember they met on the 5th Parliament met on the same 14th of October.
So it has nothing to do with the chief election officer or the chairman of the board. It has to be the Parliament, so that he should not try and throw anybody under the bus.
I mean, it's the chief elections officer who drafted it. It is in his name. It is in his name, but I believe it has to go through. They have to submit it to the Parliament.
Yes, and so it's the Parliament thing.
Because it forms part of our rules and regulations, you know.
Yes, and you cannot talk about he's not happy about. That's something the Parliament does. That's why whether the custom officer can pass an SRO or whatever, you know. But Roosevelt is just, something. I don't really listen to him, and I just get my information over what he says from Kennedy. I don't want to hear nothing he says. I don't tune into nothing he says, So
So in fact, well, I plan to deal with it tonight because he made some accusations against me.
Yeah, you have to defend yourself.
I want to clear, definitely clear out, and I will see who the liar is, who is not telling the truth to the Dominican public. But that is for tonight at 8:00.
Lobby, you're going to say something? I saw you.
Yes, Sebastian. Yes, on the same issue, yes, Sebastian. First, do not forget, Sebastian.
We heard him faintly.
Tim Boashers, Tim. And what is very interesting, the effort is being made to disenfranchise people in various forms. Your identification, the place is closed. So when you get there, in terms of trying to delay tactics, but the PM talking about his surprise, that is just to me that makes any sense at all. All right, what he can do is the most honorary thing he can do. He knows what can be done. Go back and make what they have to do.
Exactly.
Now what they have to do the most honorary thing. That's what he has to do.
Full stop. That's all. Full stop. Let's take this call, Lobby. You're right.
People, one more thing I want to say. You see that thing about throwing on the bus?
Yeah.
I like to be fair and square, right? The Electoral Commission is an independent body. You heard that? When you don't follow rules and regulations, you must get dabbed. Let me give you, for example, Sibu, you're in the service. The permanent secretary is in charge, right? He's administrative officer. Listen to me well, and Dr. Funky. So somebody, say a minister or head of department, he come and tell me, do A. You understand what I'm saying? And I telling you, no, it's not A I have to do, it's B I will do. And you go and you do A. So you'll blame whoever tell you do A. If you go to a court of law, Sibu, you can tell the judge or whoever that B that make me do that. The judge will tell you, but didn't you read the regulation or didn't you advise the person that is that? You understand what I'm saying? So when you don't do things properly, you don't follow rules and regulations. That is what happened to us. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Dr. Fontaine, some people just call and say they're not getting the program on the radio.
Yes, that problem has been there since earlier in the week.
So it's on Facebook, they have to listen?
It's on Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, because I just tell the guy, because he just call up there and say that they don't hear it on the radio at all.
That problem has not been solved.
When I spoke to the show with before, and he said to me that
he's aware of it. And, so it's Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, well, what we'll do, we will take our first break now. Yeah, we'll go to the break now.
Where in Roseau, Kima Abuse, you can just walk in and order all your chicken parts, wholesale, and you can enjoy retail. It's at AC Shillingford, all chicken parts available that you can afford fresh breast. And you know breast is the best. Shillingford wings have muscle. After you eat it, you can fly. As for Shillingford chicken drumsticks, even swinging stars just order drumsticks from Shillingford. And for those of you who love pull, AC Shillingford keeps your belly full. Buy your chicken wholesale at AC Shillingford. From wings to thighs to drums to breasts to backs to necks. It's available. It's always available and it's affordable. Plus you've got pork feet, ham and turkey, bull foot, chicken nuggets, pepperoni, all those right seasonings to make your kitchen keep on ticking. Buy your wholesale chicken at AC Shillingford. When you think of chicken, think of AC Shillingford. Always ready.
The economic fabric Dominica revolves at AC Shillingford and Company. For timeless, trusted, dependable, comprehensive insurance coverage, it has to be New India Insurance. Need anything overseas? Shopbox Dominican Isle of Freight is your advance on-time delivery right to your doorstep. For super savings on all your groceries, come to ACS Super Shopping Center for laundry, groceries, cooking, beverages, and event supplies on King Jonathan Street. ACS 7-Eleven on High Street, supplying your everyday essentials. Fill up your vehicle gas tanks, get your cooking gas, and top-ups of all kinds. Or go to 7-Eleven Portersville, where the best-kept secret is conveniently located upstairs in the confidential escape or staycation self-contained accommodations at the Porter's Place. AC Shillingford, where you spend less and get more.
One day what you do, shop at SDA. Better than the rest, go shop at SDA. And they all confirm, shop at SDA. You get more for life, shop at SDA. Shop at SDA, yeah, shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Yes, family, customer friendly. With free locations, it's so convenient. And our prices, Madam, that's where you belong. Oh, tell your mama, tell your papa, shop at SDA. Tell your son and your daughter, shop at SDA. Auntie, nan, and cousin, friend, open power, all of them. My grandpa, open neighbor, girlfriend, boyfriend, side. Shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Shop at SDA. Check us out at Portersville, High Street, and downtown Rose.
Some laundry detergents may miss the mark when it comes to adding softness to your loads. But fortunately, in Dominica, we've got Ensueno Fabric Softener. Ensueno is the conditioner of laundry care, making your clothes feel butterfly soft. Discover Ensueno Fabric Softener. Long-lasting, nature-inspired fragrances protect your fabrics. Revitalize your laundry with the refreshing scent of spring fresh Ensueno Fabric Softener. Makes your clothes fluffy, alive, and vibrant. Love all over Dominica. Local agents, AC Shillingford and Company. Available at all supermarkets, your favorite friendly neighborhood outlet or shop. Use Ensueno.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in and need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Located at 37 Goodwill Road in Portersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@portersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservations. Porter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
Yes, and we're back and we're going to be talking boxing. But before we introduce our guests, as we just hearing the ads from ACS, Mr. Julius Timothy will be buried on Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock. All people have to be in their seats by 1:45 p.m. at Portersville Church. So Mr. Timothy will be buried. Or their friend, his company has sponsored Sports Rap ever since. So we feel for him. I am sure the church will be too small on Saturday, but everybody has to go that road. Right. So we're going to be talking boxing. We have with us the president of the Boxing Association, Mr. Job Joseph, and his assistant secretary treasurer, Ms. Mavis Williams. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
Well, last week, Lobby was saying we haven't heard about boxing for a while. So I guess you're here. And I think you have a big boxing bout coming on soon, Job?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about listeners want to know.
Actually, we were planning, maybe Mr. myself, we were planning to be in Rome, Italy, next month, or later this month, for the World Congress Boxing.
Mm-hmm.
But we wrote to them and tell them we will no longer be joining them.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can give us the opportunity to vote online. And the reason for us when we had our discussion is we cannot spend $18,000 to go to Rome when we're trying to develop a young boxer that is sick and trying to make money to send for him to get medications and stuff like that. So it's not wise. So it's not wise for us to take that type of money and go just to cast a vote for 2-3 days.
Right.
So we decided to withdraw, go in person, face to face, and we'll do it online. And I think we get the blessing.
They acceded to your request. Okay.
Yes, and we'll be voting online.
Okay.
So also we had some other Caribbean countries, like there's a Creole competition in Martinique. We will not join them again for that same reason. And Grenada too, we had to go to Grenada. And what we decided to do to go to Grenada, we had an 8-man squad, and Tyre was on the team to go to Grenada also. Unfortunately, he can't make it. But we had cut down the team to 2. If we're not going to spend any type of money like that, and we have a boxer trying to raise money for him. And on the 27th of December, we're going to have a boxing competition. And I'm trying to get at least 3 or 4 overseas boxers to come, all expenses on theirs, because we're trying to raise money, so we don't have actually that type of money to pay them to come and stuff like that. So they will be paying their fees and they'll be doing everything, and they'll come and support us in that venture to ensure that our young boxer get a fighting chance to get a normal life again.
Okay. Yes, Mavis, I guess you, assistant secretary, most people wouldn't associate you with boxing.
Actually, I have been involved in sports for a very long time.
Right.
I was in, I can still say I'm an associate member of the Dominica Netball Association, an ex-officio member. I still love netball, but sometimes you need to move on to other things. I've been into hiking and a whole lot of other sporting activities. And boxing is now my love because, I have been following boxing for a long time. And especially Mike Tyson was one of my favorite boxers.
Well, Muhammad Ali was mine.
Joe Louis was mine.
Muhammad
So-
Ali.
So right now, I'm doing my best together with our president here to bring boxing to a level. We have a lot of young boxers, young athletes who are interested, both male and female, and they are training, arduously to get to a certain level. As a matter of fact, for the last Olympics, we had two boxers who almost qualified for the Olympics. So we know we have the potential to get to the Olympics. So at this point in time, we're really working hard, to bring boxing to a certain level. But right now, we are concentrating on the situation with this young boxer, Tahir Tyson. Young man, he loved the sport. He participated in this last event that we had in August this year, and there was no sign of any illness. And he loved and he took part, and it was so exciting because they were so petite. The two boxers who actually opened the event was he and another one. And to see the excitement, and towards the end, he did very well. And shortly after that, within a month or two, he fell ill. And only to find out that his illness is extremely serious enough that, his life is at stake. And we need to do something, to support the family, to support him, because he's a young man. He's very positive. He has a lot of energy. And even where he is in Trinidad, he spoke with us on another radio station last night. And you would never say this is a young man who is ill.
How old is the young guy?
14 years.
Well, tell his name again. State his name again.
Tahir Tyson.
Tahir
14 years
Tyson,
old.
14 years old.
Student of the St. Mary's Academy.
And he has fallen ill like that. Yeah. I'm sure, I think his father might be online with us, but I'm sure they don't mind if you say what exactly is wrong with him. Would you mind
No,
saying?
they wouldn't mind.
Well,
at all.
right. So you can tell listeners what's wrong. Tell us.
Well, actually, we got the sad news that he was diagnosed with cancer.
Wow.
And,
my goodness me.
It also come to a stage where he could not walk. So we had no choice but to try to get him out of Dominica, which his parents did. And then he's in Trinidad now taking treatment. But this is so expensive, it's amazing. The father paid over 85,000 US already.
85,000 US dollars.
Yes, and they told him it's a 6-month period in the next 200-something thousand US.
Well.
We're trying our best. Well, the father will talk because
he's supposed to be joining us online from Trinidad. But tell us, Job, what are you all doing to assist
all right.
the
What
Boxing
we're
Association?
doing, we like people to actually call and give contribution to his medication.
And you have an account number,
yes,
right?
The account number is his account number.
Say it slowly, yeah? Say it slowly.
NCCU.
Say it slowly. Take your time.
Yep. NCCU. And his number is, the account number is 32365
Repeat it again.
32365
Which bank?
NCCU.
NCCU. Okay.
So
the account
persons
number.
can actually go there, use that account. His name is Tahir Tyson, and put what they want to put to help this young man.
You don't have the mobile banking information?
No.
Well, they didn't indicate whether they have account at NBD.
Oh, that's
Because
NCCU.
That's
Yes,
NCCU. And NCCU have several branches, so wherever you are, you could go to any branch. It will go directly to the account.
Yes.
Just to tell listeners, a lot of people are texting. Please go on Facebook. They're having difficulty in getting Sports Rap from all over the place. Go on Facebook. We should be on Facebook, right? We're on Facebook. So go on Facebook. You will be able to get it. Please, on Facebook, because a lot of people are having difficulty in getting it. Yeah, so let's go back to that. Is Mr. Tyson on?
Yes, it's.
Okay. Mr. Tyson, good evening. Mr. Tyson, are you hearing us? Can you hear us?
Something is wrong with him.
Yeah, probably. Is your mic muted?
He's trying to, he's on. You can see his face. But
Yeah, we see his face, but we're not hearing him. Mr. Tyson?
Maybe he needs to Unmute his mic.
He's muted now. Can you unmute?
Unmute your mic.
He's now muted. Okay, he's on mute.
Can you hear us now?
We have an issue.
Mr. Tyson?
Can you hear us now?
No, we can't. We can't hear him.
Can't.
It's unmuted, but we can't hear.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yes,
Mr. Tyson, are you hearing us now?
Up to now.
Well,
you see, his thing is not recording.
Yeah.
You probably want to try to come out and come back in. That usually solves the problem. If you exit and then come back.
Well, right. So let's get back to you.
Yeah.
Is there callers? Is somebody? Let's take the caller. 1 minute. Good evening. Hello. Hello. People are
yes,
yeah, let's get back. So, it's 14 years of age, St. Mary's Academy, diagnosed with what type of cancer?
Well, it says in the pelvic, the cancer is. So that's why he had the problem in walking.
Walking, wow.
Actually, I can probably get the name.
Yeah. Are they hopeful in Trinidad? Can you tell listeners?
Well, actually, we are sure that Trinidad is doing their best. He started chemo treatment already, but they are to advance to another hospital in the US shortly. So this is what we're expecting. But then we need to raise a lot of money and move on to another level, because the treatment over there in the US, would probably be a little more advanced. And they're hopeful. I think the doctors are very hopeful. And he has a positive attitude, this young man. So that in itself is a plus for him.
The mic on.
So the reason we're here tonight, we really want the listening public support the family, support the young man.
And therefore, I know it's off, it's on.
Okay, yes. Hold on, Mr. Tyson. Mr. Tyson, are we hearing you now? Are you hearing us?
Yes, clearly.
Right. Good evening. Tell us, we're just talking about your son now. You're in Trinidad, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, how are things? Tell people are listening to you all around the world. How are things with your son in Trinidad now?
Okay, well, before I do that, I just want to say good evening to everybody in the studio. Good evening, Sibo.
Yes.
Good evening, my friend Mavis and my brother Job.
Right.
Is that my old college colleague, Mr. Thompson Fontaine?
Well, Mr. Fontaine, he's asking if that's your old colleague, Thompson Fontaine. Yeah, he's asking you.
From C4 days?
Yes, indeed. Absolutely.
All right. How are you doing? How are you doing, sir?
Yes, I'm doing well.
All right. And good night to you, Mr. Loblack.
Okay, good night.
Right.
Okay, I just
right. So tell us now, how are things?
Okay, well, we are there taking it one day at a time. He has gone through one cycle of chemotherapy, and this week he is doing some radiation treatment. And the money that we have paid already is only covering us up to this Friday. So and they're requesting an additional $292,000 from the total cycle of 13 cycles of chemotherapy and radiation.
Oh, wow.
So you will have to do 13 cycles in Trinidad of that?
Yes, yeah. That if we were to remain here, yeah, that is what it would be, and that would take over about 6 months' time to complete the whole cycle, the cycles of treatment. So we are just appealing to the Dominican public, to our friends, our relatives, and members of the public, people are with a good heart, to try the best to contribute and to help us overcome that situation.
Well, I am sure it must be very tough for you as a parent to have to go through that, eh?
Oh yes, because my son has been a very active child from ever since he was a baby. Very active, very upbeat, with a very bubbly personality. And to see him in that situation where he cannot walk, he has no sensation or movement from his waist down. It's a very tight situation for me and the rest of the family.
And listen, so he just cannot walk at all. He just has to lie down in bed.
Yes, but to be honest, since the radiation treatment began, some sensation is slowly returning to his legs. There's you can see some movement in the muscles, but he cannot move it on his own. But involuntarily, like when I'm cleaning his feet, cleaning his toes, and so I can feel little movement, little muscle movement. So it's gradually, slowly, the sensation is returning to him, to his legs.
Yes, well, man, I can just imagine how difficult it is, and how, and also the fact that he's so young, 14 years, and so we really feel for him, and we just want to join our voices here on Sports Wrap to make an appeal, to the general public to assist wherever possible. We know Dominicans are very generous in that regard, and we are making the appeal tonight on your behalf, that they will be able to assist. When we have these huge sums of money, I mean, that's a staggering amount of money, but I believe that if everybody chipping in, we can at least try to realize some support. So let's hope that those of us that are listening, and especially fans of Sports Wrap, both here and overseas, will join to contribute as much as possible to that effort.
Well, somebody is pledging 200 US already. I'm asking him if we can call his name, so I'm just waiting for him to respond. 200 US already, which is a start, because the more we can get, because this is a young guy, 14 years, man. He has all his life in front of him, and to be in that state is really shocking, and it's heartbreaking, honestly. And I feel for you, my brother. I feel for you. Lobby, you want to ask him a question or say something?
Personally, I'm just sitting there, and I could, with my own situation, I could have a condition at 14 years, Sebastian, and I just feel now, what is like. It's not easy. But the question I want to ask Job, what is the government contribution so far?
Well, actually, let his father answer that. He'll have a bit more
okay, well, the initial 86,000 US came from the Dominican Social Security.
Right.
So I guess we can call that part of the government's contribution. And I want to thank, as you mentioned that, I want to say thank you very much to Dr. Daru, the CEO of the hospital, and the administrative staff at the hospital, especially Ms. Toussaint. They're the ones who coordinated between the Social Security and the hospital up here. And we just
so you had to deposit that upfront, 86,000 US?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It had to be sent. It had to be sent to the hospital before we could be admitted. Yes. And we
Security?
Yes, the Dominican Social Security. Yes.
No, are you a member?
Oh yes. I've been since I 15 years. I've been paying Social Security contributions.
So it's as a result of you being a member.
No, but I think there's a special program. I think it's part of the pilot program for the National Insurance Scheme or something they call it. And I think they're starting with children. So I'm not exactly sure the mechanism of it, but the funds came from the Social Security.
Okay. Well, I see Trevor Bertrand is pledging 200 US. He asked me to collect it from Bongso with Derek Abraham. So I'll try and collect it tomorrow for you guys, because, man,
So let me tell you.
This is something else. I mean,
first of all,
hold on, Lobby. We ever call up? Maybe somebody pledged it. Good evening. Hold on, Lobby. Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Yes, Sibo, I'll call you for a suggestion. I mean, it is very disheartening anytime you hear somebody sick, especially if it happens suddenly. But somebody so young, it is very devastating for the family. And many of us going in our normal business, everyday daily life, we might not remember to go and contribute. So I want to suggest to Job and the lady here that they keep a radio on, so that people can call in and make a contribution.
That's what they know.
Well, we're not doing that because we don't have the time for that. What I would suggest, I'm sure.
Not now, not now.
Hold on. The manager, I'm sure Mr. G is listening. I am sure he'd be willing to give them a few hours sometime soon, so that they can help out, because that's what Q95 has done. And I'm sure Matt Peltier, who has this program, they'll work on that. So that's something I'm sure that will be done. Yeah.
Very good. I'll also make a contribution. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yes. Job, say the account number again for people who want to make contributions. Say it again.
NCCU 323653.
Like he have an NBD account.
323653.
Let me see.
Yeah. So yes, sir, Mr. Tyson.
Yes, sir.
Tyson. So tell us, people would want to know how long you're going to be in Trinidad, really. How long you're going to be there?
Well, the projection at present is for 6 months.
So you have to be down there for 6 months.
Yes, to complete that treatment. But if we cannot have that money upfront for them, the plan is to come to Dominica until we have all the funds and pay them, and then return to Trinidad.
Boy, my good. But when you come to Dominica with the guy, your kid in that situation, what happens? I mean, I'm trying to wonder. I'm not a doctor, my goodness, but what happened there? Huh?
Well, actually, the consultant pediatrician, hematologist / oncologist, that is Dr. Dindale at the hospital here. He's in touch with the pediatrician in Dominica, and they'll be putting a program of treatment for him while he is in Dominica. They are arranging something that he be treated in Dominica for the time while he's in Dominica before he returns to Trinidad.
And how much more you will need after that when you have to go back? How much more money?
We need the figure that they gave us is $292,000 US.
292 US. That's almost $1 million. Almost $1 million you have to get. My goodness.
US.
Yes.
Well,
US
well, in EC it will be almost $1 million. It's 800 and something thousand EC.
But well, personally myself, as is that once we get back to Dominica, we might be looking at the different options, where we might get something more affordable. I don't know, maybe Cuba or somebody was suggesting the St. Jude's Children's Hospital in Atlanta.
Oh yes.
But nothing is concrete on that yet. So when we get back to Dominica, then we will plan, meet with the other officials and people responsible and to see how where we can, if we can get somewhere more affordable, then we'll pick that option. But for the time
maybe
being,
you should start doing it now. I mean, instead of waiting until you come back to Dominica, start exploring these options.
we have, but nothing concrete yet.
Because
but how is he now, your kid? I mean, how does he feel? I mean, when you look at him, when you speak to him,
well, he's right here, and he's able to speak for us. I'll let him speak for himself.
Okay, let us have a little. How are you, young man?
I'm good. How you doing? How's everyone?
All right. I mean, I like your spirit. I mean, you sound very positive. Yeah, well, that's good. I'm sure you believe in God, and with God, all things are possible, eh?
Yes, I do indeed.
Huh?
Indeed, I do. I believe in God.
Right. Dr. Fontaine, you want to ask him a question?
Yeah, no, I'm just in awe of his spirit, and I just want to wish you well. Hanging tough. I know it must be extremely difficult for you having to go through this. But stay strong. All of Dominica will now be praying for you.
More faith than fear. Always have to keep the faith.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that, man. Because I'm sure people at home listening to that, this is difficult for anybody to hear a 14-year-old boy have to go through that thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, man.
Yeah, not easy at all. Trust me, I can tell you it's not easy. And from my perspective, as a 14-year-old, I would find I strong. Because most 14-year-olds, even though they don't have cancer, they can just be going through a little sickness or something, and they feeling like they're gonna die, they feel like the world gonna end. But me, I stay strong.
That's good.
That's the spirit, my boy.
That's it.
That's
it.
it. And this is,
I guess that's the fighting, that's the boxer spirit in it, man. Yeah.
And you see, it's very good that that young boy looking like he's very active. He's a very active young man. All that help him.
Indeed, I am.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we wish you well, and I'm sure everybody is praying for you. Everybody listening to that and watching you. This is tough, and I'm sure people are praying for you, man. I feel for you, man.
The father mentioned two options there. He mentioned Cuba and St. Jude Hospital. These chances are very, very good. Either one or the other, especially St. Jude.
Well, wouldn't you have to get a visa job and to go? If you go to States, you would have to get a visa.
Yeah, you get a visa.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be a problem because of medical reasons. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
So this is why I would like to urge the general public, all those who are listening, all those of the Q family, because anytime there's something on Q, the general public responds very quickly, and they're very giving from what we have seen in the past. So we are hoping tonight that we're going to get some donations, some offerings, some persons will be contributing and giving, generously as best as possible for young Tahir Tyson. This is a young man, only 14 years old, in perform at the St. Mary's Academy, and he has a lot of hopes because when he speaks, he says that when he comes back, when he returns to Dominica, he hopes to go back to school and to continue his training in boxing. So he has a very positive mind. So we have to support him 100%. So we call in on everybody in the general public to start to contribute as much as you can. Call us in. Let us know how much you want to pledge tonight. And whatever can be done, as small as it is, we are willing, we're here, waiting, supporting, to take your name, your telephone number. As we said, he has an account open at the NCCU, National Cooperative Credit Union. The account number is 323653. His name is Tahir Tyson. And you go to any branch, there are about 7 branches of the NCCU. And wherever you are in Dominica, you just walk in and make your contribution to his account. And this is for a worthy cause. So let's hear you call in and start to make your contributions.
When I see his hand up, I'm sure you want to say something. You wanted to say something, young man?
Yes, I had something to say. My
Go
brother,
ahead.
at the starting of the show, I heard you guys ask about an N Media account.
Right?
My brother
Well, Joe just said the account at NCCU.
Yeah, but my brother has an N Media account, and he was telling me that some people were messaging him to donate to him, and I don't know if it would be a help to if you would like a number or something.
Of course,
Yes,
say it,
yes,
of course.
yes.
Tell us.
Mobile
Tell it to
number.
us. Take your time and say it slowly. The number, the account number.
All right. Well, his account number is
Take your time. Say it slowly.
20
Yes.
00
Mm-hmm.
00
Mm-hmm.
791, and his
Right.
phone number.
Repeat it again. Repeat it.
Oh, sorry. 20
Mhm.
00
Mm-hmm.
00
Yes.
791.
791.
And whose name is the account in, Tahir?
Chris John Jules.
Chris.
And his phone number is 767
Right.
767
Mm-hmm.
277
277
45
45
27.
27. So that's his cell number. And it's on WhatsApp, right?
Yes.
Right.
That's the mobile banking number that they can.
That's the mobile banking number, right?
The first number is the mobile banking, the second number is his phone.
The second number.
Okay,
is right.
mobile banking.
Well, the ID, you need the ID.
The person is to his brother, he said?
No, Chris. So the person is who? The person's number is who?
My older brother, Chris John Jules.
Oh, his older brother.
Chris John Jules.
Yes.
Okay.
Better than CPJ.
Okay. Chris John Jules.
You maybe know him from online. He does advertisements, Creole advertisements.
Okay. Well, Thompson said he just saw it. Dr. Fontaine just saw him posting something there. Yeah. Because we're on Facebook.
All right, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful,
Man,
wonderful.
I don't honestly. I don't even know what to say really, because I mean, this is something. And you hear the young man's voice. I mean, it's so positive. Some other people will be crying, and I'm sure that people listen to that probably cry at home, and to hear a 14-year-old boy has to go through that sort of thing. Yeah, your dad is still there?
Yes.
Yes. I'm right here.
So you stay at the hospital itself. Which hospital are you at?
We are the Southern Medical Center. That's in San Fernando.
In South, down south, right?
Yeah, down south. Yes.
And there's a place there you can stay as well.
Well, his mom and his brother were here. They were renting a place, but as part of the deal, a parent has to be at the hospital. So I'm the one who stays at the hospital even full time.
So somebody has to be there around the clock, right?
Yes. Because he's a minor, so somebody has to be there with them full time.
Wow. Boy.
Yes, we only have to put everything in the hands of God. He's in charge, and wish for all the best.
Yeah,
and
that's
that Yes,
Yeah, that
and
is
early on, you spoke about Cuba and St. Jude. I think these things has to explode. Yeah, good chances.
Yes, definitely. Yes, yes, for
Especially
sure.
St. Jude. I mean, if I know about St. Jude, and I'm certainly sure if you can get there, things will be happy. Things will be good.
Yeah. Well, we were praying, and God is the source of our strength, and
very important.
We're praying that everything is going to work out fine.
All the best.
We are confident because we believe in our Dominican people. We know that things may not be as bright as we wish it would be, but still, we know in times like that, people come together and we all work off each other. The spirit of Kudme, that is strong in Dominica still. So, we're hoping that people will help us and contribute because it's a worthy cause. Because
what I'm going to say, Job Mavis, I'll speak to Mr. G. I'm sure he's listening. So we can organize if Matt, but tomorrow is Friday already, next week, have a radio phone on one of these mornings and to try and raise funds to help these kids. Because the figures you hear, the money has to come from somewhere. And it's not going to be easy to get that amount of money. So a radio fund must be done to help this boy. Because 14-year-old boy, that boy has all his life in front of him, and everything has to be done to help the youngster.
I would suggest also that the radiothon be done when the problem with the radio programming is resolved.
Right, you are very right.
There are many persons who cannot access the program right now.
You are very right.
And I believe this may be the reason why we are not getting the calls, because people are not accessing the program. Some people do not have the online,
Job, Trevor Bertrand tell you, Terry's brother, you know that?
Yeah, man.
I'll collect the money for you tomorrow,
man.
And I'll get it to you. So
problem.
he's going to make a contribution, Trevor.
No
Terry's brother.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Jane, thank you very much. What we will do, as I said, I personally will do my best to speak to Mr. G to do what we can. I will make a contribution myself. So we'll see what we can do, because somebody in that situation, we have to do whatever to help the boy. And I feel for you, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of Dr. Funk and Lobby. We all feel for you, because this is tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
I just once again want to express my gratitude to everybody. Mr. Loblack, Dr. Fountain, you, Mr. Sebastian. Remember, Mr. Sebastian, I taught your son in primary school at the St. Mary's Primary.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And my good friend Mavis and Brother Job. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for the effort, and thank you to Q95, and may God bless you abundantly and give you strength and more strength.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
We feel your love. We feel your love.
Thank you, young kid. Thank you. So, Job, what we'll do, we'll be in touch.
Yep.
So we'll see what we can arrange, and maybe, as you rightly said, let's make sure everything is back, the radio, and everybody can hear everything, so we can think. Because
actually, I get in touch with a doctor from the US yesterday. Etienne. She's a born Dominican. She's head in the Atlanta hospital. She's from Davis.
Okay.
And she was the one to tell me about St. James Hospital.
Right.
She said that is the best place to try to get in. And she actually going to do it.
Okay. All right. We will get to what we can, and I'm sure people.
Yeah, I'm also talking to someone who works in the hospital system in the US, and they tell me St. Jude's would be the place to try, because it's normally free, and then somebody like him he would qualify.
That's good news.
All right. So guys, thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
So we'll be in touch. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Sibo.
Yes. So we'll be in touch tomorrow. We'll talk. Okay. All right. Take care, bro.
Thank you.
So we'll take our break now, Dr. Fountain. Yeah. Man, this is tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Where in Roseau, Kima Habis, you can just walk in and order all your chicken parts, wholesale, and even enjoy retail. It's at Shillingford, all chicken parts available that you can afford. Fresh breast, and breast is best. Shillingford wings have muscle. After you eat it, you can fly. As for Shillingford chicken drumsticks, even swinging stars, just order drumsticks from Shillingford. And for those of you who love Risapul, Shillingford keeps your belly full. Buy your chicken wholesale at Shillingford. From wings to thighs to drums to breasts to backs to necks, it's available. It's always available, and it's affordable. Plus, you've got pork feet, ham and turkey, bull foot, chicken nuggets, pepperoni, all those right seasonings to make your kitchen keep on ticking. Buy your wholesale chicken at AC Shillingford. When you think of chicken, think of AC Shillingford. Always ready.
The economic power Dominica revolves at AC Shillingford and Company. For timeless, trusted, dependable, comprehensive insurance coverage, it has to be New India Insurance. Need anything overseas? Shopbox Dominica and Isle of Freight is your advance on-time delivery right to your doorstep. For super savings in all your groceries, come to ACS Super Shopping Center for laundry, groceries, cooking, beverages, and event supplies on King Jonathan Street. ACS 7-Eleven on High Street, supplying your everyday essentials. Fill up your vehicle gas tanks, get your cooking gas, and top-ups of all kinds. Or go to 7-Eleven Portersville, where the best-kept secret is conveniently located upstairs in the confidential escape or staycation self-contained accommodations at the Porter's Place. AC Shillingford, where you spend less and get more.
When you want the best, what you do? Shop at SCA. Better than the rest. Go shop at SCA. And the husband when they say shop at SCA. You get more for what they say. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Yeah, shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. What they say. Shop at SCA. SCA's family, customer friendly. With free locations, it's so convenient. And our price is there. Madam, that's where you belong. Oh, tell your mama, tell your papa, shop at SCA. Tell your son and your daughter, shop at SCA. Auntie, nan, and cousin, friend, open power, all of them. Grandma, grandpa, couple, neighbor, girlfriend, boyfriend, side. What? Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Check us out at Portersville, High Street, and downtown Rose.
Some laundry detergents may miss the mark when it comes to adding softness to your loads. But fortunately, in Dominica, we've got Ensueno fabric softener. Ensueno is the conditioner of laundry care, making your clothes feel butterfly soft. Discover Ensueno fabric softener. Long-lasting, nature-inspired fragrances protect your fabrics. Revitalize your laundry with the refreshing scent of spring fresh Ensueno fabric softener. Makes your clothes fluffy, alive, and vibrant. Love all over Dominica. Local agents, AC Shillingford Company. Available at all supermarkets, your favorite friendly neighborhood outlet or shop. Use Ensueno.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in and need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Located at 37 Goodwill Road in Portersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@portersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservations. Porter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
Yes, we are back and we're going to be talking football with the PRO of the DFA, Ebby Lawrence. He's on the line with us. Ebby, good evening.
Good evening, Lucky. Good evening, Dr. Fountain. Good evening, Mr. LeBlanc.
Right. Ebby, I heard last
Good evening to the listeners of Q95.
Yeah, we have a Division 1 champion and you were giving plenty money last weekend, Ebby. You want to tell us about that?
Well, the first division league came to an end rightly.
Right.
The champions are the new champions, though it's Center Mighty Avengers. That's a team from Ozo, led by Coach Karim Regis. The second place, Abafa State, They got $10,000, and the third place, St. Joseph, $5,000. RC Doctors came out fourth. So these are the findings for the weekend's game.
Right. So the Mighty Avengers will go straight to the Premier Division.
Mighty
right?
Avengers go straight to the Premier Division. We await the game to be played Bath Estate, and that's of 767 Cox Ready Cash East Central. That game also will determine whether or not East Central remains in the Premier League or Bath Estate will be victors. So we await the date for that game.
So you don't know yet when that match will be played?
Well, there is a tentative, but it's not carved in stone yet. There is a day in mind.
And what happens to St. Joseph now with them? With having lost, do they still have matches to play?
Well, we'll be starting as soon as the national team returns of the First Division President Cup knockouts again. So that allows St. Joseph the chance to play some football. No, they will not be moving up to the Premier, but at the same time, they and other clubs will, once victorious, will get some cash.
Well, as you talk about the national team, how many matches they have to play in St. Kitts?
They have 3 more to go.
So they lost last night and
2-1.
Again, from what I heard, they should have won
against St. Martin.
Yeah, but again, we shouldn't be losing to French St. Martin. To be honest, to be fair, with Dominica shouldn't be losing to French St. Martin. Really,
Steve One Orders. The game is played on the field. I hear you.
But still, I hear you. Anyway, so who else we have to play? Which other teams?
We play St. Martin again tomorrow. Tomorrow on Saturday at 4, and the St. Kitts will be played after.
So is French St. Martin? Is it Dutch St. Martin as well, or the same French St. Martin?
Dutch.
So we have French St. Martin, Dutch St. Martin, and St. Kitts.
St. Kitts, yeah.
These are the teams in our zone.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Well, Dominica needs to buck up because we
we
should.
we need to buck up.
We shouldn't be losing to French St. Martin at all. Last week I mentioned about my sources told me that you might have a new general secretary. What can you tell us about that?
Well, the executive met and we deliberated as is customary, and I believe the onus right now is on the president too. If he fails, then I will definitely tell the nation what is transpiring within the walls of the Dominica Football Association.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if the executive has taken a decision, I don't think the president has no choice.
The onus is on him. Although I am the PRO, I believe in the protocols of allowing him the opportunity to really meet with the public and say what is on his mind as well. Although maybe the PRO, but the onus and the protocols as assigned, I respect that.
So currently, as we speak, the DFA has no secretary, right?
There is an assistant secretary as we speak.
So that person is functioning as the secretary now. Whoever that person is.
That is it. Until the decision is.
Well, hasn't the decision been taken? You mean until you get a replacement? You mean?
Until the candidate is placed in office.
Okay. All right. Well, we hope we will get information soon. I mean,
you will. The walls of the Dominica Football Association is open. We remain transparent at all times. But like I said to you, I allow the president to do the deliberations because there are questions you may want to ask him that he will better answer as the president.
Okay, well, I think he had offered to come to the studio. So I think I'll try and get him on for next week so he can give us all the information. And also maybe we'll have the national coach as well. The Dominica team should be back home by then, so by next Thursday. So we hope we'll have the president and maybe the coach as well on next week. So Ebi, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much. I think
we
have Fabian Flora on the line now, and let's see if we get him to talk about his project that is coming on soon. Right. Good night. Fabian Flora. Good evening.
Good evening, Sibo. How are you?
I'm all right. Dr. Fountain is in Lobby is there as well.
Yes, Dr. Fountain, Obi.
Yes.
Good evening.
Right. So how are you, man? Everything's okay?
Yeah, I've been very busy trying to wrap up this project and execute it. Basically, I had a situation where I had to relocate from the original plan that I had at Mao School. I had a message from the village council that
Well,
said
hold on a while, Fabian. Tell listeners, some people might know what you're talking about. So start slowly and tell listeners exactly what you're talking about. Mhm.
How it came about.
Yeah. So after Tia won the gold medal at the Olympics, I initiated the idea of having a field mini stadium in Dominica to facilitate the new generations that's coming up. I collaborated with Tia and spoke with her about it, and she thought it was a good idea, and she would basically partner with me in trying to make this a reality. The original plan was to do it in Maho because we both from Maho and we both Olympic triple jumpers, and I thought it would have been an ideal location. So the idea was to basically build a long triple jump, shot put, discus, high jump, a facility. Basically, you have track and field, and just have the field part of it, because for track you need a lot of space to build the stadium. So that was basically the proposal that was made. I made the presentation and I had it endorsed by the key stakeholders, and I was just ready to execute. However, I was able to return to Dominica for the Creole Festival period, or the Independence period last year, and I received a notification that it wasn't a good idea to still host it at Mao School.
So where are you going to host it now?
I was looking at different locations, and I still wanted to keep it in Maho. I had a conversation with Mr. Ivo Nassif, who agreed to allow me to build this mini facility at the DCP Sports Center in Belfast, and it's a secured location, and I think that's a great idea. I've already paid for the plans for it and presented that, and Mr. Ivo Nassif has already greenlighted the project, and the next phase is to just raise the funds and try to execute as soon as possible so that we have a regional training center that Tia can have when she comes out to Dominica to train, and then she can invite some of her colleagues from around the Caribbean and also have a few competitions there, long jump, triple jump, discus and stuff like that.
So how soon, Fabian, can we expect that though? How soon?
First thing is to basically get the funding. I'm working on some funding options, which I would like to complete this next year. One of the things that I noticed in trying to initiate this project is out of mind, out of sight. So when I'm in Dominica, yes, there's some movement, but as soon as I leave and I return back to Europe or the US, I notice that things slows down a lot. So I'll have to spend some time in Dominica with Neil Philogent, which is let's say the project manager and the architect in designing and executing this. And there's continued collaboration with the Dominica, the DAAA and the DOC. I had a chat with Mr. Billy Doctor recently, and he said that he wanted to support this. And I just have to spend some time in Dominica and try to get it done next year, because otherwise it's not going to happen.
Okay, well, obviously, you have to find a way to get yourself down there. Because if you say that when you're not there, nothing happens. So obviously, you have to find. Yes, ideally, you have to be in Dominica to get it going.
Yes, and I attempted to start it off and leave, leave it in the hands of certain people in Dominica to try to get it going, but that didn't work. So now I realized that okay, I have to be on site. I have to be there with Neil Philogent so that we can both come together, get the equipment, dig up the soil, maybe get some sponsorship from PH Williams to get the sand and the materials, and then just get it going. And that's the only way this is going to happen. So I have a devotion to get it done next year. And it would be nice if all of the talent in Dominica that's in the field events, which is our strength currently in Dominica, to be able to come to Belfast and train and maintain a high level of competition so that they can go to the Carifta Games, they can go to the World Junior Championships, the World Championships, and they can actually be a true product of Dominica right there in Belfast, basically.
So what it will be? Will it be a mini stadium? Will it be a track? Tell people exactly what will be there.
It'll be, so you have track and field. A track is basically the of course the 400-meter track that you run, and you have
But
field.
can you get a 400-meter track?
No.
Right,
You need a lot of
exactly.
land for that. Lobby, what would
Right.
be like 3 football field size? A track maybe
Right.
3 football fields. So you need a lot. So if you look at an example, you can look at the Windsor Park or the stadium in Roseau. That entire perimeter of the cricket pitch is basically what the track would need to fit. And we don't have that kind of field. We have basically 1 football field size, which can fit because the runway for the triple jump could be on one side Shot put needs about 25 meters. You can have that fit, and then you can have discus in an area where it does not affect the other events, and then high jump. So those.
So what you'll be doing would be for field events itself alone?
Correct.
Field
Only
events.
field events. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then for the sprints, you can still do it on the grass. You can be successful doing that. Jamaica's proven that. We have proven that in Dominica. You can use the bigger venues that we have in Dominica, like the stadium, Portsmouth, different areas. You can keep the running events there, but you can keep all the field events at this mini field facility.
So when that is completed, will there be coaches there if people want to go and train, or what? What happens?
Yeah, definitely. It is to stimulate and to allow the upcoming talents to be able to train. So I see it achieving a few things. One, it will be a central location for field training. So all the trainers around Dominica, it has to be governed through the DAAA and the DOC to have it properly organized. One of the agreements that I had with Mr. Nassif is that somebody has to manage the facility, right? We're talking about expensive equipment, making sure that that's secure, that the fence is up and everything is up and running. So it will allow the talent from Dominica to be able to train there, because it will become the best facility we have for the field events. Secondly, it has to serve as a regional training center or competition for Dominica in terms of Tia having to be able to compete there. We have the young lady in the US that's doing very well in shot put. She can also have her own competition, and we can invite the Caribbean region to come and participate in competitions there. I have participated in competitions like this in Europe, where it was only long and triple jump and high jump, and it was an amazing competition. So I'd like to achieve the same thing there.
So yeah.
Go ahead, Lobby.
Yes. Flora, as I've been on top of this project about it. I'll give it my blessing. Sebastian, yes, you have been asking about in terms of it is good. It complement come on board. It must be an added facility for the athletes. First of all, you're asking about, we have clubs in Dominica, we have the clubs, we have the schools. So first of all, in terms of utilizing the place for training. Secondly, Fabian said with fear. Now, as she has said, we have to utilize fear, not just fear, but the coach of fear, the one, her husband, to organize training sessions for young potential jumpers in Dominica. And secondly, Sebastian, you're looking at, we have Shanice Hamilton now, a very promising shot put thrower, just competed in the World Championship in Japan. So when she comes home, when she comes to Dominica, she has a place to train. All right, the track, first of all, will not be on stream. We don't see the track coming in now. All right, so at least we have this facility where Shanice can continue her training. So I'm very happy that that this thing has started, and you can see what Flora has said. You can see that is serious business. That's not something of pie in the sky. That's something that's serious. Nihal Philogen, former athlete, which Sebastian from Colliho, who designed the whole project. I'm very happy. Both athletes, I have coached both athletes, and I'm very happy they went overseas. Academically, they have done very well. As Flora said, he has to be in Dominica. Now, Flora, how that is going to affect your work?
It's a sacrifice that I have to make, and if I don't do that, unfortunately, it's not going to happen. So I just have to take some time off from work and my responsibilities and just come down and try to execute. And the only way I can successfully do this is I have to, before I arrive in Dominica, I would have to have everything there already, meaning that the synthetic layer for the runway has to be there. All of the equipment has to be already been purchased, and then I can just try to execute this in a few weeks, at least get it going where in a few weeks the pit could be completed, and then we can work on that in terms of perfecting the venue so that we can actually have some competition. Hopefully, maybe for the national championships next year would be a good target. I would say target date, so that we can have the field events there and we can have the sprint events at the stadium.
Yes.
So when do you plan to come to Dominica, Fabian?
I don't have a specific date. I regularly come. I'm coming to Dominica a lot more often now to check on my father, to support him in this current time. So I'm trying to come every few months. I just have to. My date of coming to Dominica is when everything is ready and in play. Funding has been done. We have purchased all the equipment, and I can just say, okay, I'm going to be there for this period for 1 month, and we're going to execute this and make this happen. And another big contributing factor towards the date that I can come is also the schedule of Neil Philogen, because he has to be on site as a project manager to ensure that everything is done on the highest level of professionalism and that it meets the IAAF standard. Because if you have a field and or a track or a stadium and it doesn't meet that requirement, it just goes to waste. Just like St. Lucia. St. Lucia had one of the first stadiums early 2000. I competed there. I broke the national record, and I couldn't rectify that as a personal record because the stadium didn't meet the International Athletic Federation standard. So that is very key for me to make sure it does meet that standard. So if Tia jumps there and she qualifies for the World Championships or whatever, it's actually a legitimate result and not something that has to be done at another venue or location.
Is Fia collaborating with you in that project?
Yes, she is, and Tia, and not only Tia, but Tia and Aaron, her coach, and her husband. We spoke about it many times. I see Tia as a stakeholder in this with me. They have actually offered to fund the project up front, but I want to make sure that I can recuperate some of that funding back to them through sponsorships, and I want to do it in a right way, that not just one person sponsors it, but it's a collaborative effort throughout all of us. So I'm working on that with them, but we are in regular contact and conversation in the project. I just need to get the right stakeholders on point, get the equipment down there and the funding, and then I can execute.
But in terms of the funding, Fabian, you're hoping to get that funding from the US?
Various sources.
From FIA? Huh?
Various sources. From my own self, a little bit from Thea if she can, of course, and then major sponsors that's going to benefit from the facility in terms of advertising and promotion. And also I have to have the governing body for track and field in Dominica, and that's basically the AAA and the DOC, which I'm in contact with at the moment, but I need to have the confirmation that I can execute, and I'm expecting to receive X amount of dollars towards the project, and then I can go ahead and execute.
Go ahead, Lobby.
Yes, as Sebastian, as he just said, finally, in terms of, can you tell listeners, Fabian, what is the cost? What it will cost for the original cost for the project?
Yes, so the project cost is around 60,000 EC, and that includes the long and triple jump pit, high jump materials, and the discus and shot put rings. So that's going to be the cost of it, roughly around 60,000 EC, and that will basically make everything complete. The rest of it is just to maintain the field, and because Ivo Nassif has blessed us with allowing us to do this at his facility, there's a building at the DCP Sports Center where we can actually implement a gym later on, which is phenomenal, because then you can have this as a regional training session center where you can lift weights, and you can also go to the field events and you can practice. So it'll be very nice to complete it fully in that way.
But is Mr. Dafty himself willing to assist you in terms of finance in that project?
We had conversations about support, and for Mr. Nassif, it's all about having everything complete and ready to go. It's going to be a one-time opportunity to complete the entire project. I don't think he wants me to have a project where it's lingering or it's not completed. So he's going to come fully on board with exactly what he can do for me on this project when everything is in place, the funding is there, and then we can execute. And that is what I'm working on at the moment. Then we can say, okay, we're going to start February 1st or whatever, and then we're going to complete it, and I'll try to see what I can do, and all the stakeholders will come together and just make it happen.
So are you confident that you will get this thing going? Are you confident, Fabian?
Yes, I mean, even if I have to give up a rib to get it done, I will do it. But it's really the future. See, but the thing about it is I have benefited from this tremendously, so I know what the benefits are. When I was training with Velobi, and the long jump and triple jump pit was built in the Windsor Park Stadium for that short period of time before they broke it down to build what is today the stadium. That was the biggest acceleration I had in my entire career in jumping. We were able to go there. I could jump, I could accelerate, I could do different things. So I said to myself, wow, if we just had that facility permanently that I could train in, I would have even done a lot more. So I know what the impact is for the new generation, and that's why I'm not going to give up on this, and I'm going to push until I get it done. Even if I have to fund it myself and later try to recuperate the money, then I'll have to do that.
Yeah, no, just to say, I'm very happy to hear that finally it is coming on stream. We had some discussions the last time the last time I saw you in Dominica.
Yes.
And I'm very happy to know that things are working, and I'm very pleased to hear of the support from the NASIFs in terms of that facility. It's a good sport, you know. And I was just passing there a few weeks ago, and I was saying, well, look at just an empty space there, you know. And so when they told me last week that you're going to utilize it, I thought that was really, really good. I think it would be great for the community as well. And also, if we can attract, you know, some of these athletes from overseas, especially our neighbors. I know we always go to the neighboring islands, Guadeloupe and Martinique and so on, and St. Lucia. It'd be good if we can have that traffic the other way, you know. So I'm looking forward to it. And I just want to wish you every success. I'm also very pleased to hear that of Neol's involvement as well. It's good to see, you know, the giving back part of this, you know. And I'm really happy and proud of you guys, and just want to wish you every success.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's
right.
It's
so
important.
Fabian, what we will do, we'll be in touch with you again. And nice hearing from you on your plans. I hope things work out. Always feel free. Your Lobby's up there with you. You can always contact Lobby. So when you want to join us on any latest developments, so you can always feel free to contact us and let people know what's going on. Right?
Definitely. Thank you very much for your support and give me the opportunity to talk about the project. Looking forward to the next time.
No problem, man. Anytime. Because anything that's good for sports, we're willing to have the people on. Thank you so much, man.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So on that note, we'll take our final ad break, and when we come back, we're going to be speaking about cricket.
The economic power Dominica revolves at AC Shillingford and Company. For timeless, trusted, dependable, comprehensive insurance company, it has to be New India Insurance. Need anything overseas? Shopbox Dominica Isle of Freight is your advance on-time delivery right to your doorstep. For super savings in all your groceries, come to ACS Super Shopping Center for laundry, groceries, cooking, beverages, and event supplies on King Jonathan Street. ACS 7-Eleven on High Street, supplying your everyday essentials. Fill up your vehicle gas tanks, get your cooking gas, and top-ups of all kinds. Or go to 7-Eleven Portersville, where the best-kept secret is conveniently located upstairs in the confidential escape or staycation self-contained accommodations at the Porter's Place. AC Shillingford, where you spend less and get more.
When you want me there, what you do? Shop at SCA. Better than the rest. Go shop at SCA. And they open well. Shop at SCA. You get more for life. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Yeah. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. What is that? Shop at SCA. Yes, family, customer friendly. With free locations, it's so convenient. And our prices. That's where you belong. Oh, tell your mama, tell your papa, shop at SCA. Tell your son and your daughter, shop at SCA. Auntie, nan, and cousin, friend, open power, all of them. Grandma, grandpa, couple, neighbor, girlfriend, boyfriend, side. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Shop at SCA. Check us out at Portersville, High Street, and downtown Rose.
Some laundry detergents may miss the mark when it comes to adding softness to your loads. But fortunately, Dominica, we've got Ensueno fabric softener. Ensueno is the conditioner of laundry care, making your clothes feel butterfly soft. Discover Ensueno fabric softener. Long-lasting, nature-inspired fragrances protect your fabrics. Revitalize your laundry with a refreshing scent of spring fresh Ensueno fabric softener. Makes your clothes fluffy, alive, and vibrant. Love all over Dominica. Local agents, AC Shillingford and Company. Available at all supermarkets, your favorite friendly neighborhood outlet, or shop. Use Ensueno.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in and need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Located at 37 Goodwill Road in Pottersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@pottersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservations. Potter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
Yes, we're on the home stretch now. Before we go into the Western Union, the younger senior fountain, the first of the 7 one-days against England is Sunday morning, guys. The West Indies under 19.
Oh, okay.
In Grenada, there's 7 ODIs in all the matches will be played in Grenada. So senior fountain from Dominica will be on Sunday morning. Tonight at 12, the test match in the South Africa starts as well. 12 o'clock tonight. Indian South Africa. I think it's in Delhi or Calcutta. I think it's Calcutta they're playing. Yeah, I think all the days have been sold out. So that's good cricket as well from 12 o'clock tonight. West Indies play the first ODI on Sunday night at 9 p.m. The first ODI, there are 3 ODIs against New Zealand. And the test team should be announced. I think they leave on Tuesday. Kevin Hodge in the test team for sure. I think there's young OJ Shield from Jamaica. I think he's in this team as well. So the team leaves on Tuesday. The test players, well, at least 9 of them, I think, going from Antigua. The rest are in New Zealand. I think people like Ali Kafanaz and Chase and Hope. So, yeah, the test team leaves on Tuesday, and the first ODI starts Saturday at 9 o'clock. West Indies against New Zealand. But, guys, we saw this thing last night. Well, the T20s. And, I'm trying to wonder what's really going on. I mean, honestly, I've said already, young Akimogis, I don't think he's ready for that thing. And the Django thing, I just don't understand it. Why isn't he playing? You have somebody like Rutherford, his last 5 innings, I think he has scored 2 runs. 2 runs, I think he has scored. He doesn't look like he can score a run at all. He looks disinterested, plays reckless strokes, and he's still playing. I don't understand.
Yeah, I thought I was a bit surprised. I thought Django would have opened with Afanaz. Instead, Shea opened.
I don't know what the reason for that.
Yeah. I mean, up to that point, they had been playing well. I mean, they're playing well. I mean, the first game was good. It was good, and then the second game, it was kind of, could have gone anyway, and but yeah, you would have hoped they would have gotten more out of that series, At least we hope that they would have been able to equalize last night, make it 2-2. But lots of work still to be done. Rutherford out of form, King out of form.
Well, they dropped King. Look, I see them been dropped now for the ODIs.
Rutherford, I suspect, might suffer a similar fate.
Well, he should. But it tells you about, if the World Cup starting, the World Cup is the 7th of February. It's only less than 3 months, the T20 World Cup. Are we ready for that when you look at what we have? 7th of February, the World Cup. In fact, the pictures, yes, Lobby?
You're asking, I always have to laugh, Sebastian. And I'm listening. I'm looking at West Indies, looking at us in the Caribbean, especially with cricket. You have all the teams, Sebastian, they are preparing. We are not preparing at all. They are doing They are doing solid work on the field. All right? Yeah, you have to prepare.
Lobby, hold on. Let's take this caller. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Simo,
Yes.
I need to ask you a question. When I ask you a question, I like to be educated.
Yes.
There is some Shauli, something like that. Does he have anything to do with cricket? Is he on the board or what?
Say it again. What is his name?
Is it Shauli or Shao?
Shallow, you mean? Shallow?
Yes.
He's the president of
He's the president of what?
of Cricket West Indies.
Because to me, when I look on my Facebook and I see us getting blows,
Chalo,
he's going up for election or so.
yes, but he could very well.
So he'll have time to be. If he wins, I just have.
Well, if his party wins and then government, I cannot see him being the president. But if this party does win the election, well, I don't think there's nothing wrong in him being the president and still a member of parliament.
Yes, so I'm just saying, all what's going on in cricket there, he has time to,
Well, I don't think he's studying cricket now. I can tell you that until election is the 27th. In fact, where he's going up, the government last election only won that seat by one vote. One vote. So most people feel he probably could win that seat. That is in Dong Shatterbella when he passed Barrowley going down that side. So he could very well win that seat. But so you're right, he can't be studying cricket now because I think he's more concerned about the election. You're right.
There was something else, Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been always looking at our staff. I look at India in particular. India's success is not that they just sat back, They utilize the utilization of their past players, their involvement. You're looking at our
fact,
staff.
Lobby, I love their backroom staff and foreigners now. And they have Morne Mokel from South Africa. There's the batting coaches from Holland, the Scate, yes. So love their backroom staff of foreigners.
So presently, Sebastian, who is West Indies? Because I'm seeing some serious deficiency. I'm looking at the way our players get. Right. By the way, do you think the weather last night, the change of the weather, contributing for our bad batting?
No, well, there was reckless batting last night. What I saw, you look at Rutherford, you look at Matthew Ford, the way people were getting real crazy. Even Shehope himself, the stroke he played, there was some reckless stroke last night. And I don't know what was happening.
Because I don't know. Something is wrong with us. Sebastian, wrong with us. We are consistently being inconsistent. I don't know why. And you look at the way how we are getting out, Sebastian. It's the same thing. It's a recurring decimal. A recurring decimal. A lot of recklessness, reckless shots.
Well, the bowling, I don't have much faith in our bowling, to be honest. I don't know. Obviously, we play in the subcontinent. It will be India and Sri Lanka. Slow bowling will come into play in that thing. I don't know if we have the quality of spin bowling that can do well. We don't have wrist spinners. No, we don't have that. Most of our spinners are left arm. 3 of them left arm spinners. We have a caller. Let's take the caller again. Good evening.
Good evening, Sibo.
Hey, good evening. Good evening.
Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
Good evening.
Raplin, Bye. And Ruby.
Yes.
Let me ask you, I heard Curtis Matthew ask the Prime Minister, what about the light in our stadium? He did not answer. What do you have to tell us about that?
Well, all I know, there's nothing happening, so that's what I can tell you.
Well, the answer I heard is that the boat with the lights and so on had to go back to Jamaica. It could not dock. So it went back up to Jamaica. Or some other
it could not dock away in
Dominica locally, yeah.
But there's nothing wrong in it. What's the problem?
he take a lot of time to give you blows, and he never talk about the stadium.
That says a lot, huh?
Anyway,
so when did he say it will be finished? When did he say?
He didn't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
He never mentioned nothing. He mentioned about the Thompson Fontaine. How he's not fair and what have you. And this man and boy, all you have a Prime Minister in Dominica. Anyway.
All right, thanks. Yeah, we have another caller. Good evening. Hello. Good evening, caller. Hello.
The person is humming.
Hello.
Can you meet him in person?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Whenever you meet Afanels, please talk to him and try to tell him to bat properly. If he wants to stay on the West Indies team, tell him to bat properly. I think if you talk to him, you'll have influence over him.
Well, what I would say, runs is the currency, to stay on the team. If you're a batsman, you have to make runs. That's the currency.
Yeah, because he's forming the fool. He's playing a lot of stupid shot and get out.
Well,
right? Everybody making noise when they drop them, but when he get his chance, he's not performing enough to hold his pick. So I think you have influence. So when you meet him, you better talk to him.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. And something else. Fabian and them, only thing they can do, they like to come on the radio and spread information, which they do really serious about. He said, first thing, he said he had a plan by the school at Jimmy. Okay, he said that did not work. But now he's saying he have to find money. So the plan they had over there, where's the money they had before for that?
Well, you should have called and asked him that. You should have called.
But for me in Dominica, until this thing don't happen, I have no confidence in nobody in Dominica anymore. Honestly.
Okay, why? Because
all those guys just come and talk, right? If Mr. Nassis give you all the land, you're supposed to prepare already, have the money, the funds ready, and just come and execute your plan. Now you're saying you have to find where the money is. No, man, those guys are ready yet. Until I see that, it's just like what they do at Point Young. They start something and they leave it there. Until I see the completion of everything in Dominica, I have no hope in nothing right now.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thanks. Well, I mean, what can I say? I mean, the guy said he's getting the funds.
I thought initially, it was being funded by TIA,
Well, I thought so myself.
But then, so it was not.
But Sibo, the first thing, yes, just to respond to the caller. Yes, the initial site was by the Maho school there. But why he had to change that? They decided that first of all there'll be vandalism. That's such a facility can be left in the open like that. The caller has to understand that. And the first thing, if you build in a house, Sebastian, you must have your plan, Huh?
Yes, I agree.
You can't go and seek to the bank and ask them, look, I want a loan to build a house. They ask you, where's your plan, You must have these things first of all. So I think the young man is serious. I know Flora is serious because look, for the guys making a lot of sacrifice, the guy is an accountant by profession. Luckily, he has some leeway in his work. All right, and he's very serious.
So, we're coming back to the cricket though, and as we look at the couple of players, I mean, you really want Afanas to do well, and that is his opportunity. I mean, he gets a chance at the T20. Well, that's past. He's going to get a chance at the one day. He's going to get a chance
at
in
the test match. So he's been getting. You're right.
It's an opportunity for him. I mean, I cannot. Lara says he's the best talent he's seen.
Yeah, but how long can you? Because you see, like I keep saying, Dr. Fontaine, how long can you say somebody has potential? After a while, you have to start producing. I mean, you can have potential 3, 4, 5 matches. But when you get in every format, you have to start making runs.
Yes.
Because if you don't make runs, somebody else has to get a chance.
But I don't know. I've been looking at him bat, and he seems to be like at the start of his innings, he seems to settle in nicely, but then somewhere midway he just kind of loses it. I mean, it seems to me that the people now you say that they have a coach, a
mental thing,
a psychologist.
Well, you remember last week I said I'm not sure if that will work. You remind me at that point, and I said that
it will take time because he has to observe him, he has to see, he has to look at him and try to help him out.
But Sibo, I have a different view. We're talking about about you have this consultant. I have a different view. A different view, and based on my experience, I'm looking at sports at a global level, at great sportsmen, Sebastian. And what they have done is to go back. Their drawing board is on the field. The drawing board is on the field, and what they have done a lot, Sebastian. They spent a lot of time on strength work. Look at Kohli, for example. Look at Kohli. All right, Kohli. Well, Kohli will take how many singles? Ones, twos. He'll turn a 2 into a 3, or 1 into a 2. All
Robbie,
right?
just hold that thought. Let's just take that caller. Good evening.
Yes, gentlemen, the coach said he know what he's doing. He's not going to listen to people. He don't care what people say because he know what he's doing.
Who's that? Who is that?
The coach, Sammy.
Oh, Sammy.
Coach
Okay.
Sammy. Yes, he says he know what he's doing, so he's going to talk. He know what he's doing. But I don't believe if he knew what he was doing, Rutherford would not have played last night. And I would like to give the coach an advice, and I don't know how I can reach him. That Alec Asanas, Joel Andrew, and Akim August should not be picked to play T20. At all. They are spoiling them. I believe that is what happening to Asanas also. Let those guys play ODI and for the cricket. None of the young, and not only those three, the name come to mind. But none of the young.
In fact, as you speak, Senval, the under 19 is playing, and I noticed that Joel Andrew is in the Leeward Islands team for the Super 50, and I'm not sure if he's in Grenada for the under 19, and I don't know why they wouldn't have him preparing for because he's still of age to play the World Cup next year. But I still saw him. The Leewards have released their squad, and he's in that team. Super 50 team.
I thought he was in Grenada, the under 19 team.
Yeah.
And by the way, Sibo, when is that tournament with England starting the under 19?
On Sunday, they play. The first game is on Sunday in Grenada.
On Sunday.
Sunday morning.
Okay, I wish Fountain the
Senior
best.
Fountain, yeah.
Yes. I really wish him the best. Okay, gentlemen.
All right. Yeah, Lobby, let's go back to your point.
Yes, Sebastian, I'm telling you, I have looking at, as I told you last week, looking at what has happened when Afanas was awarded the MVP. Look at the Indian guy who was in the running. Look at his performances right now.
You're talking about Shubman Gill?
Yeah, Shubman Gill. Look at, first of all, you look at Shubman Gill's physique. Look at his broad shoulders, his beating ball. Afanas is too puny. Seriously. He has to go to, he has to, you have to give him a muscle endurance.
I mean, that's him. That's his body frame. Eh? He's petite,
Kohli is not a big guy, when you look at Virat Kohli.
No, but if you observe Kohli, Sebastian.
You look at him close up, he's not a big guy. Eh?
No, but he has put on looking at him, he has put on some muscle. He said he's training hard. He goes to the gym and it will help you. You're right, the muscular endurance, and Kohli runs a lot. He pays a lot of attention, to his development in sports. In
well,
training.
I'm not maybe too much of that now. He lives in England now. More or less lives in England, Kohli.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to.
Well,
So
Ali
because
really have to start putting runs on the board now. Eh? I mean, because
Sebastian,
time may be running out if you
he
don't score
has
runs.
to turn a 1 into a 2, a 2 into a 3. Enjoy your batting. You want to try too many, useless shots. You have to take your time. Take 1, your 2s. Build your inning. Build it up. That's what he has to do. To me, he's stuck in the 30s right now. In the 30s. That's not good at all.
I say his average is not going up. I mean,
his average. I was very happy before this last game. His average had moved from 24 to 27.
That's in ODI in T20.
In the T20.
Well, it's
it
probably
is now
gone
back
down
to 25.
Exactly.
It's back to 25.
Because if you just played five innings, I maybe just over 100 runs he aggregated, just over 100. And that's not good. That's not
back
good.
to his average, really.
And you would have thought that he would try and cement his place for the World Cup.
Man,
but I'm not sure if he has done that. I mean, he hasn't done that.
Big.
The World Cup, as I say, is just February 7th.
Well, after that, they play Afghanistan.
They are free against Afghanistan and also South Africa before the World Cup. So, Brendan King himself not doing well. I am sure if Evan Lewis is fit, they will bring him back in the team. So, August himself hasn't helped himself as well. I don't think he's ready for that. I think he should go in for the cricket and make runs and get himself settled before West Indies have him this T20.
And also, I think I would play Django before August.
Of course he should, because Django last 3 innings in T20 is 74 not out, 34 and 15 not out, and then you drop him. I'm picking people that I'm not making runs. Good night, caller.
Sibo, that's my final call.
No problem,
I want
anytime.
to ask you a question. You played cricket for a long while. You know about cricket. Do you think Arsenal should be playing T20?
Well, how say it? I mean, I'm not in favor of these young guys. They're pushing them too much in people like him and Joel Andrew and what's his name, August as well. But I mean, they're persisting with him. They feel he can do it, but he has to start producing. My dear, he has to start producing, and he's not doing that. So,
All right.
yeah, he's not doing. But I mean, they think that because they're persisting with him. In fact, they dropped Brandon King and they still left him. So they feel he can do the job, but he's not doing the job, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah. Yeah, so he's fate is in his own hands.
Yeah,
he's fate is in his own hands.
But I'm looking forward to the India South Africa.
Yeah, tonight, 12 o'clock. That'll be a good test.
Pant is back, by the way.
Pant is back.
Pant is
and
back.
In fact, they're going to be playing both keepers because Jurel made 2 centuries against South Africa A-team. They just released ready, so they have so many players in there. So, incredible. In fact, they're debating now whether Kuldeep Yadav should play tonight because they have 3 all-rounders who can. You have Jadeja, Washington Sundar, and Akshay Patel. So they're not sure, but some people feel that Yadav should already be playing, back up the ham spinner and so on. So we'll see what happens tonight. It's a few hours from now. It's 12 o'clock.
I mean, it's amazing, but for them to have those kinds of options, I mean,
I wish we had these options in the Caribbean. They have too many. They can fill 2 teams.
And the thing is, what's good about that is that once you get in, you have to perform.
To stay there, exactly.
Because somebody's breathing down your back to come in. I mean, you have good guys, being stepped aside. I think sometimes of this, you remember this opener, what's his name? He scored the century against West Indies.
Pretty sure. Yeah, well, he's making runs now in the Indian domestic for
this is a guy
for Mumbai
that would be a fixture on the Indian team, but then
they say his nightlife and doing all sorts of things outside of cricket. So, but he seems to be back on track.
And then Abdi
you look at the guy T20. Yeah, he's really beating some ball. They have Tilak Verner. They have so many guys, man. So many.
Yeah. To have that kind of is just a dream.
Yeah, we have. Let's take this last caller because we have to close up now. Good evening.
Yes. So did you Rahul Dravid's son got called up for India's under 19 team?
Yes, yeah. Well, the World Cup is just soon. January, the under 19 World Cup is January. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, I thought I would tell you. Okay then. Yeah.
Right. Cool. Okay, guys. So we have to wind up because Dr. Fountain has some answers to give. So the workers' voice is coming up. So we have to close up now. So on behalf of Emmanuel Oblak, Dr. Fountain, we want to say good night. Don't forget cricket at 12 o'clock tonight, South Africa against India.
Mouth watering.
Yes, well, I
Thank you.